Welcome, welcome everybody to my Monday night. You are listening to me, Heidi Hollis, the Outlander. So welcome. If you didn't know where you've landed. This place is about bringing the outlandish topics of our world and interesting topics to the forefront. From aliens to angels, ghosts, demons, holy encounters, shadow people to Bigfoot to other hairy beasts by a different name. I always say if it's weird, we're here, and so are you, so you're just as weird as I am. Personally, I'm someone who has been there, seen that, experienced it, freaked out, found some answers, wrote about it, and now I hope to help others to do the same and understand various parts of our very strange world. So if you want to learn more about me, you don't have to, but you could. Just go to HeidiHollis.com, where you will discover what maketh me who I am. Okay, it's Monday, everybody. Don't we love Mondays? I love Mondays. I want this show to be your place where you could come and vent and ask questions about anything out of the ordinary. So if you want to tell me your personal story, you can just write me at HeidiHollis@gmail.com. It's really difficult to sound it out, Heidi Hollis at Gmail. Okay. And you can also go and find me on Twitter. You just put #1 in front of my name. Or Facebook, #1, because there's only one, Heidi Hollis, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, during the show, you can always pick up the phone and call somebody. That's me, 248-545-SIL, which is 7685, and instant feedback me at newskyradio.com. Now, we're going to go and trek over to my most comfortable corner that I have deemed and called the Outlandish Corner. I've decorated it in purple and fuchsias, and okay, it's really not decorated that way, but that's my dream, so I'm going to keep talking about it, okay, as I sit here in my favorite tie-dye. Okay, the Outlandish Corner. This is where people send in their questions and comments and anything that they've experienced, or even if they just want me to, I don't know, chat about it, think about it, give advice, I don't know. So I'm going to read the story that was sent in to me from a Joe. There's a lot of Joes out there. I don't know if you guys knew that, but there are. So it says, "Dear Heidi, I don't think anyone has done this yet. Have they? Have you?" What are we talking about, Joe? I find it interesting that so many have witnessed this phenomenon, yet no one, to my knowledge, he's talking about the Hat Man, I think, has produced a reliable communication with these entities. So I think he's thinking there's more than one Hat Man, and some people do, and some people have seen that. I have seen a few decent videos, and I suppose photos. More importantly, I've had an introductory visit from the Hat Man. Score for me, it was the Hat Man. Unlike any other story I've come across on the internet, my friends have also had interesting encounters with such beings. It strikes me that any supernatural being who repeatedly takes on a form, presumably as a calling card, must have something to say. You would think so, Joe. You really would. Have you ever considered arranging a face-to-face interview? No pun intended. Why or why not? Thanks, Joe. Wow. Well, Joe, believe it or not, it sounds like you had a really interesting conversation with him that you're not sharing. But if you ever feel so inclined, please do write me and let me know, because I'm always up for a good Hat Man conversation. It's just my thing. But there have been a lot of reports, actually, of the Hat Man speaking to people. And he does speak in various situations, in dreams, apparition-like things, visions, I guess you could say. He has instructed people to do things. He's introduced himself, and he's mumbled. I guess that's allowed, too. But having a sit-down interview with this guy is not something I would personally recommend to anybody. I don't know, how could you say this? If you like sitting in a big spirit circle with pig's blood poured all around you, I mean, I could see that you might be able to conjure him up, but if that's not your sort of thing, I really wouldn't recommend it. This guy's awful. He is not a good presence to be around, and it's not something that I tell people, hey, see if you could ask him some questions, because honestly, most of the people that I know that have experienced seeing the Hat Man tries to not see the Hat Man and hope that he never comes back and hope that he never says anything to them ever again. So I don't know. I mean, it's nothing that I would personally even want to do. I haven't seen him before, believe it or not. He has shown up around me, shown up behind me, back of a car even. Not, I wasn't back there. I was sitting in the front seat. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, Joe. Yeah, so I mean, I have had some close encounters with him, but I have not seen him. I have not spoken to him. I have no interest to. Um, and I always suggest to people, if they have gotten into conversations with this dude or even seen him, that they need to do something different to get rid of this guy, because it's, again, not anything that you would want to have happen to you. Okay? So, Joe, I hope that this helps answer your question. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. I really can't wait to hear what your story is. I mean, did you have like a whole list of questions for him? Like, I mean, did you arrange this and like, oh, what's the hoodoo that you did to get this guy to come? I mean, I really want to know. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people have done some awful things, and then they see him. So, again, it's nothing I would really recommend. So, Joe, I hope it was just happenstance that you had a calm moment and you were able to talk to him and it wasn't arranged. So, okay. I look forward to your email. Anyways, on to the next topic. This is a topic that, I don't know, I kind of brought this one up on my own because I have been getting a lot of emails lately, and this is a constant thing over the years since I've been covering these lovely topics. Probably the first line that I get in the emails from listeners like you is A, I don't do drugs. I don't drink much. I'm mentally sane. Did I say I don't do drugs anymore? Hold on, you said you didn't do drugs. You don't do them anymore. Okay, but it's always this, I don't know, like they got to prove to me that, look, I'm sane and I have not done anything to bring this on. I really did see this. You guys don't have to tell me that. I know it makes you feel comfortable to kind of express yourselves to me in that sense, but I'm not anyone that's going to judge you, let me tell you. I have seen some things that, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't look so sane to people. Who cares, though? I really could care less what people think. And I think that's what you guys need to realize, too. So, I have some instructions for everybody out there. So, all of you could come out of your paranormal closets, okay, Obi-Wans? All of you, I want all of you to take note, get a pen, paper, start texting this. I don't care what it takes. But what it means to come out of your paranormal closet means you have to start admitting you've seen something, okay? And some of you hold off on acknowledging something weird having happened to you until someone like me bumps into you and then suddenly you want to talk. So it's like, I had this dream about 30 years ago and it stayed with me. It's like, wow, 30 years? Well, you have been sitting in that closet and maintaining it like nobody else. I mean, that's really sad. I think it's awful that people wait that long before they actually come forward to share. Because, oh, look, there goes that weird Heidi. I can tell her anything. She's nuts. So, I mean, let's not sit in those paranormal closets for 30 years. Let's not sit in it for 30 days even. So that's step one. Okay? Besides not mentioning that you don't do drugs and all that stuff, and you try to write me emails. So step two, you already took the second step because you told someone like me. Okay, so you're ahead of the game. I don't know if you caught that. So step three, close the closet door and never go back in it. You've done it. You've opened your mouth. That's it. That's all it takes. All it takes is for you to go and start talking about this stuff to somebody, even if it's somebody that you think is crazy like myself. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right by me. Like I say, all too often, the people just are not. They're not sharing.